Welcome back to Freedom to Learn podcast. For those who are new to this podcast, you can subscribe and press the like button. So today we have Laith, and who has been with Silicon Valley for you for last 3 years, and then he just got admission into UC Merced for computer science, and we'll be talking to him about his journey into coding and then what made him to get into technology and computer science and everything. All right. So welcome, Laith.
Hello, thank you for your opportunity.
Yeah. So tell me about yourself for the viewers, and you know what brought you into coding to begin with, and what you're gonna do, what college and major and everything.
All right, great question. So I'm Laith. I'm going to UC Merced this fall, majoring in computer science and engineering for the class of 2026. And my interest in coding, it was pretty much just for my love for computers and like in the coding aspects, like the ability to expand my creativity through coding was one of the biggest takeaways for me, like to continue pursuing coding as who I am right now and in my career in the future.
Yeah, fantastic. So I always say that no matter what you want to be in life, whether you want to be in tech or otherwise, technology is essential going forward. There is no those are the days where you can say, okay, I want to be a computer science guy or non-computer science guy. See, now computer science is everywhere, or tech is everywhere rather. And if you don't know tech, you're going to be you're going to be behind. So I was just talking to someone, and the person is wondering what it takes to learn to be expert in robotics. And so it's for those who are outside of tech, it sounds like rocket science, right? And but from childhood, if you are in it, even though you didn't spend enough time, but you have enough understanding of tech to get in as and when you need. And so in your case, you are taking computer science. I think that's it's a great thing.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about, did you ever think about, hey, you know what, no matter, I mean, after my education, whatever it is, whether you do masters or beyond, have you ever thought about, this is what I want to be when I'm done with it?
Yeah, so the career I'm pursuing mainly is being like in cybersecurity, security engineer, because cybersecurity is gonna like be there forever, and it's gonna be expanding rapidly as society grows on, So it's like a very respected field, career as well. Yeah, just being a security engineer, and then also with multiple side hustles, including like real estate, owning a few rental properties here and there to provide some cash flow. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. So congratulations. You seem to have a pretty good idea, so which is very good. Speaking of cybersecurity, you're absolutely right. As I call it, green area, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it's a constantly evolving, and there's always going to be a new threat, and there's always going to be new solution, and there is one more threat. So there is nonstop. And yes, and that requires so much effort. Um, and so, in fact, we did a bunch of projects in cybersecurity. You can go to swatcloud.com and you can check it out. So we did machine learning projects for the security. You can look at the demos. In fact, we are working with now we work with 150 colleges around the world. We are working with University of Dallas, UT Dow, they call it. And we are using, we are using AI to solve cybersecurity issues. And yeah, so the whole cybersecurity is essential for everybody, whether you want to be in tech or not. At least you need to have a basic knowledge of where to click and where not to click, especially where not to click. Yeah, and then real estate. I fully agree with you, and obviously, living in Bay Area, so and you are in Bay Area, and yeah, definitely real estate requires a lot of tech. In fact, I was talking to some of the VC communities. One of the startups, they brought tech to the real estate by providing animated solutions to, for instance, if you want to furnish your room, you can.
Sorry, just excuse you for a sec. My little cousin just came in here. Just give me 1 second, all right?
Yeah. Anyway, there's long story short, what I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of tech into real estate now. You can pick, different furniture from different vendors, and you can view your real estate, how it looks, and then you can just order and they ship it for you. So it's some kind of a real estate business, a tech real estate business without having any inventory. Okay. So, but I think both are highly lucrative as far as careers go, and they're going to stay as long as the world exists, and they're going to wait for you. Don't worry about it. So to pursue what you were thinking about, for instance, you want to be in real estate and cybersecurity. So far, whatever you have learned in schools, do you think they're helping? If yes, throw some light on it. If not, just talk about what's missing in your mind.
Yeah, in my opinion, definitely. Like with the hard skills for into tech, and as well as the soft skills, time management and stuff like that. So and especially a degree in CS will provide more job opportunities and just be a higher candidate than someone without a degree in CS, even though they might have other experience with projects and stuff. But a degree in CS as well as projects, like undertaking projects, will have just much more job opportunities and just overall be a higher candidate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So I guess my suggestion to you is I preach to everybody is that try to understand how to solve a problem, whether it's real estate or cybersecurity. What is the problem? How you want to address that. So once you understand, in my humble opinion, job will come to you, and it's as simple as that. So if you train your mind towards understanding problems and also ability to see those problems and come up with solution, and you're going to do well. So as far as projects go, as I said before, in cybersecurity, and we are working on a lot of projects, and so we'll be, if you're interested, let us know, and then we can get you involved. Okay.
Okay, great.
And the next thing that I typically ask everybody is that, so you've been with Siliconvalley4u for some time, and then you've been a student, and then you also have been intern, so you're mentoring students. So I always preach to, again, another thing that I always mention is that I call it continuous learning. You must learn while you're applying. So in other words, you should mentor someone and you should be mentored by someone else. So the reason being, the current system doesn't allow you to do that, because right now you are a student. You don't get an opportunity to mentor someone through the system unless you go out and figure out a way to do it. And because your colleges, schools don't allow you to do it because you are a student and there is a professor or teacher out there. And professors are always mentors. You are always a mentee. And so mentors never become mentees. Mentees never become mentors. It's fixed. So we allow that. So you are mentor and also mentee at the same time. And so that's why we strongly believe that that process has to continue. It's a process. It's not like overnight thing. So you just talk about your experience with Silicon Valley for you training students. I'm assuming you would have trained, 50 to 100 students through camps and classes over a period of time. And also, yeah.
All right, so Siliconvalley4u played a huge impact on me with technology. Firstly, I took courses on Python and web development for a few years. Which also impacted me, and that was my first ever programming course. So I did learn a lot from them. And actually, I was able to teach a class of my own on Python and Scratch for about a year now. And I also taught a weekly summer camp on Python as well, which also like led me to learn, because as I was teaching them, my younger students, I was also learning Python as well. So I'm highly appreciative for that opportunity, because it just influenced me in coding and technology as well. And we'll hope to also teach some other students and take some other courses, more advanced courses on computer science.
Fantastic. Yeah, thank you very much. So, so on that note, I asked this fun question at the end of the podcast. What is the piece of technology that you envision or you want to see that doesn't exist today? It can be a fantasy type thing. It could be like more like a Star Wars, or it could be something to do with real estate or whatever. Some of the examples people gave were really interesting and funny. One person said, I want a device, if I touch, I should be able to sleep immediately without any warm up, with winding down. Or other person said, I want to take a brain dump and store it like a USB. So things like that. So do you have anything that comes to your mind?
Yes, so I have some fanatical like sides and some technical sides. I'll start with the technical sides. So it'll be pretty efficient, where like a system can transfer files at the rate of 1 terabyte per second. I know that's pretty ridiculous, like for how it is right now. I think it's like 30 minutes or something. But yeah, just transferring files at the rate of 1 terabyte per second will be pretty efficient. For the fanatical, there's a bunch, there's time machines, there's spaceships, there's like teleporting, teleporting machines, which will be much more efficient than traveling and much more cost efficient as well, So yeah, just all those things will technology.
Yeah, I see all of them more or less in the vicinity. The transfer speeds and feeds. So essentially, if you look at networking and storage, those are the two components, and also infrastructure, CPUs and all that. So long story short, those speeds are increasing every day. Every year you see a new chip that does have faster rates, and that's going to happen. I don't know when, but you will see. So this entire experience is going to be very, very different metaverse. So this is also there is a transfer going on back and forth, right, via network. So that's definitely is in the works, and I can tell you that. Other things such as time machine and things. I don't know about time machines, but Elon Musk is talking about going to Mars and things like that. So that looks like that's going to happen, apparently. And so, yeah, interesting times. And if you ask me, sometimes I wish we were all born in this time. You guys, you're really lucky that there was no internet. There was no email. When I landed in US, there was no email. I didn't have email address. So let me put it that way. Hotmail was, I think, introduced in '95. That was the more or less first email address, if I'm right. And prior to that, there was AOL and things like that. But I didn't have it. So if you look at now, and each kid has 10 email addresses and a bunch of handles like Twitter handle and so Instagram handles and all that. So yeah, so hey, so thanks a lot. And
Thank you.
yeah, so as I said before, this is a series of podcasts. We'll invite you again at some point, to the next one. So for those who are interested in knowing these, please subscribe and press on the like button. And my name is Guru Yereshwarapu, and I'm the founder of Siliconvalley4u. And yeah, thanks for watching this podcast. Thanks, Laith.
Thank you.